Every day I'm shuffling.
Get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud. If you wanna have fun, then do something. If you wanna have fun, then do something.
And dangerous. If you're one of us, then roll with us. Cause we make Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay.
Get drunk with it, get loose with it. Like Shaw said, let Bruce hit it. Now.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Tedlin, and today is Friday, October 14th, 2011. Today is Green and Gold Day, so you guys should be all decked out in your green and gold.
On today's show, we have some funny pickup lines, and we have a look at the process of getting ready for the homecoming dance.
But first, let's take a look back at this day in history.
This day in history in 1912, Theodore Roosevelt was shot in Milwaukee. Roosevelt lived because a glasses case was in his pocket that stopped the bullet substantially. In 1939, Ralph Lauren, a designer of a popular clothing designer, was born in New York. In 1947, U.S. Air Force Captain Chuck Yeager became the first person to fly faster than the speed of sound. I'm Lucy Muller, reporting for ENN.
Thanks, Lucy. Color Senior ads for this year's yearbook are due to Miss Solace by next Friday. The Fall Leadership Retreat will be held from October 28th until the 30th. Come to improve your job skills, enjoy bonfires, and other fun activities such as paddle boating and a talent show. For more information, contact Jeffrey Williams at riskclub@ymail.com. Any host and member interested in taking the educational field trip to SeaWorld on November 4th must contact Miss Jubendorf or Miss Gilmore to reserve your seat on the bus. Hey, do you have a date for tomorrow's dance?
No, but that's okay. I'm going with a bunch of friends.
Maybe it's not too late. Maybe you just need a good pickup line. Here's Damian with some good lines to try.
Hey bro, have you found a date to homecoming yet?
Yeah man, I asked that blonde chick in our history class yesterday.
I have to find one, bro. People call me Damian, but you can call me tonight.
I have a boyfriend.
Are you from Tennessee? Cause you're the only 10 I see.
Wait, Tennessee? That's a city, right?
Yeah. Do you girls come in a package deal? Did it hurt?
What, when I fell from heaven?
No, when you got that black eye, girl. I don't have a date for homecoming yet, do you?
Nah, but watch this. Hey, you wanna go to homecoming?
Sure.
Bree, I'm glad I brought my library card because I'm totally checking you out.
Boy, please.
If I'm here.
Are you gonna grant me my other 2 wishes? Do you have any raisins?
How about a date?
Sure. Looks like Damian needs to step up his game to get a date for tomorrow night. I don't think any of those would get me a date. Anyways, college representatives are on campus all the time, so you should make plans to attend so you can ask questions. October 18th is USF St. Petersburg, October 25th is Warner University, and October 26th is the University of Tampa. You must sign up with your guidance counselor at least 5 days in advance to attend. Speaking of colleges, if you're applying to schools, check the deadline on the screen. You must apply by these dates in order to get into the schools. So, get to work on your applications today. Cell phones are a growing issue here at GJ. Here's Mr. Looney to get some clarification on the policy.
Hello students, this is Mr. Looney, your assistant principal. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the use of electronic devices on campus. I know the code of conduct has changed as far as to discipline students on campus with the cell phone use, but we still have policies and procedures that are in place. We'll start off with the use of the iPods or the MP3 players. Honestly, you should not have those on campus at any time, but we have allowed those to be used before school. But as soon as the 7:10 bell rings, you need to be putting and storing those devices in your backpack, in your purses, and your pockets. You also need to understand those items are your responsibility on this campus. It's not the responsibility of your teachers or administration. So if those items are misplaced or stolen, we're not at fault for that. You should not be using these devices in between classes or at lunch. That is a violation of our procedures. We're warning you at this point, but that could lead to suspension down the road. The cell phones, even though we don't confiscate the cell phones anymore, and we do have some teachers that allow the cell phones to be used to do research and other things in class, if you're in a classroom, if you're asked by your teacher to put the cell phone away, that's a part of our policy. You need to put the cell phone away immediately. There's no questioning, there's no arguing, just put the cell phone away. If you choose not to, you will be suspended. You're not allowed to text other students at times if it's not related to the curriculum. You're not allowed to, really you shouldn't be texting or placing phone calls on your cell phone at any point during the school day. We have phones in any of the offices, whether it's the Learning Center, the front office, the Freshman Academy office. When there's a phone call that needs to be made, you can come down to the office with a pass and call your parents or use the phone when you need to. Again, we do not allow the use during lunch, and we do not allow the use of cell phones in between classes. We will ask you to put them away, and if you choose not to, that's insubordination. Okay, hats should only be worn on campus when it's below 50 degrees. Mr. Thomas allows this to happen at that time, but yes, we are in Florida, and rarely do we have weather that temperature, so you should not wear hats on campus at any point. We've been asked by teachers and administrators to take your hats off, but we're at the time of the year that we're starting to confiscate those hats. If a hat is confiscated, that's basically up to the administrator when it's returned, but the hat could be confiscated and kept until the end of the semester or even the end of the school year. But once again, if it's not below 50 degrees outside, you should not wear your hat on campus. Just to recap a little bit about everything I talked about, remember the electronic devices are your responsibility. The MP3 players and the iPods should be left at home. If you do bring them on campus, they need to be turned off and stored at 7:10. You should not have those on in between classes or at lunch. It's the same thing with the cell phones. Some teachers allow them to be used in their classes. If your teacher does not allow that, you do not have the right to use it. It should not be used in between classes or at lunch either. So thank you for your time. Please stick to these rules, adhere to the policies here at George Jenkins and the Polk County policies, and you will have a good school year. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Looney. And students, make sure those electronic devices are off and put away. On a happier note, tomorrow night is the homecoming dance from 7:30 to 11:30 in the gym. The attire is similar to what you would wear to church, and you may bring a guest from another school. However, a signature of responsibility is required. No students will be allowed into the gym without this prior permission. Tickets are on sale for $30, but tomorrow they will be $40 at the door.
I'm trying to figure out how to do my makeup for tomorrow night.
Me too. I'm going to store tonight to get a new eyeshadow color to match my dress.
Have you ever thought about using airbrush makeup?
I don't really know much about airbrush makeup.
Well, Enid reporters Amber and Alex had an opportunity to go to Vickie Lynn's to find out more on this unique makeup option.
So homecoming's this Saturday, which is right around the corner. I know, I'm so excited. I mean, I got my ticket, I got my dress, my shoes, and the date.
Well, aren't you forgetting about something?
I don't think so.
What about your makeup?
Well, I was just planning on doing it myself anyways.
Why would you do it yourself when you can get it professionally done?
I mean, what would be the difference of just doing it myself and getting it professionally done?
Well, one, it would look fantastic, and here at Vickie Lynn's they have this unique style of airbrush makeup, which for really cheap.
Airbrush makeup?
Let me go show you. So we're here at Vickie Lynn's salon talking to Jasmine and Messina, and she's going to tell us about airbrush makeup. So, can you give us the difference between airbrush makeup and just regular plain old makeup?
The difference between airbrush makeup and a traditional makeup is the traditional makeup, when you put it on, you're basically covering all of your skin's natural characteristics. So you have to go back in and create all of your own contouring, your own blush, highlight, and all like that. Whereas the airbrush makeup, depending on the amount of coverage that you want for the face, it lets your natural skin shine through. So you have your own natural characteristics coming through the makeup.
Right. Wow, that's really neat. So, since this is for homecoming, there's bound to be sweating involved. Is airbrush gonna be bad for my face? Am I gonna break out?
You're not gonna break out at all. Airbrush makeup is completely hypoallergenic. We also have two different lines, a glamour and a paramedical. The glamour is a water resistant and the paramedical is a waterproof. So you can actually go swimming and rub your skin and it won't come off at all. We also have a product that you can put on the face before you airbrush. It's called No Sweat, and it prevents your skin from sweating. So you won't run into those issues with that.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, so can you give us a price range that we might be paying for this?
If you're starting out just doing your eyes and that's all you wanted done, we'd charge you like $10. And if you wanted your full face, your foundation and everything, it's about $25.
But I kind of want to see what it'll look like on my face. Do you think we can give it a try? Let's go try it out.
Alex, I love your makeup. It looks so great.
Thanks. Same here. I mean, it's light. It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. I just love it.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming here Saturday morning to get my makeup airbrushed for homecoming.
I'll definitely see you there. And everyone should come down too. Visit Vickie Lynn's salon off of South Florida, right across from Famous State.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Alex. See y'all at homecoming.
Bye.
Looks like I need to consider some airbrush makeup. There's so many benefits to it.
I know. Make your appointments quickly so you can be all pretty for the dance, ladies. The dance is imminent.
Hey, that's our vocab word for this week. Each week on ENN, we have a word to improve your vocabulary so you will use less vernacular. This week's word is imminent, which means it's coming up soon, just like tonight's game and tomorrow's dance. Stay tuned for a short video to help you remember the word.
October's key to character is self-control. Self-control means having power and control over one's own actions.
Our reading focus skill for this week is fictional literature elements, and our writing focus skill for this week is using appropriate examples. Make sure you focus on these skills to help you on the FCAT.
Today for lunch we'll be having pizza, celery, corn, and applesauce.
Make sure that you guys make it out to tonight's game as we take on Sebring at 7 o'clock right here.
We'll see you back here Monday, bright and early, to bring you the latest news for GJHS. Have a green and gold Friday, Eagles!
I, Godzilla, will be king of dance fever.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha.
Eat styrofoam rock.
Godzilla is very good dancer. It is imminent. He win. Fuzzy poodle whipple sticks.
Dang, Earl. It's imminent that we're gonna get wet.
Its birth is imminent. Look, it's about to be born.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. It's imminent that I'm going to eat.